Tonight, we have Marie-Christine Lemardeley, Deputy Mayor of Paris, joining us on behalf of Paris Mayor Anne Hidalgo. Deputy Mayor Lemardeley, welcome.
Dear Thomas Westphal, Lord Mayor of Dortmund, dear all, I'm very honored to be here with you tonight to represent the Mayor of Paris, Anne Hidalgo, who was unable to attend your summit because she's on another mission abroad. Since last October, as you said, and it was shown on the video and everybody said it, our cities have seen an upsurge in anti-Semitic acts, a phenomenon that has occurred regularly and cyclically over the centuries. And therein lies the problem, our difficulty, our powerlessness to prevent anti-Semitic phenomena once and for all. Doesn't mean we're going to give up, but it means it's a difficult mountain to climb. This is why the Mayor of Paris was keen for the city of Paris to be represented today, to demonstrate our full commitment to the fight against anti-Semitism and related discrimination, to join in your wishes and actions, which are also ours, and which call for a peaceful climate in our cities. Paris, as you probably know, is a city built with, by, and for Jewish culture. The historic landmarks of Paris' first Jewish districts date back from the 5th century, and in the 12th and 13th century, Jewish communities were banished from the capital before being allowed to live there again. It was during this period that one of Paris' best-known Jewish neighborhoods was established, the Marais, at the very center of the capital, especially the Rue des Rosiers. In the 20th century, before the Second World War, Paris had a very large Jewish population from Eastern Europe, with a massive settlement in the east of Paris. In the 20,000s, these Jewish neighborhoods moved to the western and central districts of Paris because of anti-Semitic acts increasing in the east. Paris was shaped by Jewish history, and today it is brimming with the memories that were left behind. We even found sculptures of the heads of the kings of Judah and Israel during an urban project, Rue de la Chaussée-d'Antin. Paris was also built by its Jewish community, and from the trajectories of these different heroes, many Jewish buildings stand out in the capital. About 30 synagogues, several libraries, and Jewish cultural centers. We also have a magnificent museum in the heart of Paris, entirely dedicated to the art and history of Judaism, born of the determination of the city of Paris, the French government, and community institutions. This historical heritage is inscribed on our walls and has given its name to streets, avenues, and squares, and we still do that. Tomorrow I will give you some more examples because it's an ongoing process. It's not something of the past. It is also a way of paying tribute to the Jews deported during the war and the resistance. The prominence given to Parisian history and the Jewish community in our city's urban landscape contributes to the cultural richness of Paris, but also, of course, or unfortunately, often attracts anti-Semitic acts. Several Jewish, religious, educational, and cultural buildings were recently attacked, tagged, as we saw, threatened. Jewish communities continue to suffer from these anti-Semitic acts. You all have mentioned this, the terrorist attacks of October 7th triggered a massive return of these anti-Semitic acts in Paris. Anti-Semitism was already present in a kind of muted, insidious way, but of course last October's events only made it worse. This is why, for several decades now, the city of Paris has been implementing a policy to combat anti-Semitism and discrimination and to protect and secure Jewish buildings and the Jewish people. First, in 2021, as you said, it was crucial to get the Paris Council to adopt the definition of anti-Semitism given by the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance. And it was, all the political parties voted for this, which was not obvious from the start. Second, we're implementing a policy of raising awareness among Parisians at a very young age, but also since we started a municipal police 2 years ago, we're giving them formation, training in those specific topics. And I will maybe tomorrow tell you more about this, because I think it's very important to implement prevention. Prevention does not always work, and that is why we have set up a system to help victims and help them access their rights with people especially trained in these issues. In addition, of course, some Jewish establishments are closely secured to prevent any incidents, and public spaces are also closely monitored with a participatory report system for an anti-Semitic damage. Lastly, the City of Paris has been implementing a policy to preserve the heritage associated with Jewish culture, and we've been renovating synagogues, putting commemorative plaques in public spaces, and we take part in a number of memorial projects focusing on the history of the Jewish genocides with the Shoah Memorial. It is also important to note that the city maintains relations with all the religious groups that make up our capital. France is a secular country, but it is crucial to take religious communities into account, to exchange ideas about the Republic, what it means, what its institutions mean, and the problems all religious communities may encounter. Within my delegation, because I'm deputy mayor I'm an elected official in charge of higher education, research, and student life, we offer research grants to young doctoral students researching on topics related to xenophobia on the one hand and anti-Semitism on the other hand. It's not exactly the same, as you all know. And we're funding a training program at Sciences Po Paris called Emunah for the ministers of all religions, to train them to organize this ongoing debate between secular institutions of the Republic and the representatives of religious communities. Since the attacks of October 7, Paris has stepped up its awareness, security, and support measures to protect our Jewish community in the face of rising anti-Semitic acts. And we can talk more about this tomorrow, because I also believe in action and in collective intelligence. The mayor of Paris, Anne Hidalgo, wishes to appeal to the humanism of all communities. And in that sense, she's very close to what Elfriede Jelinek said, when she said, I don't know what humanity means anymore. Because anti-Semitism is not, as Anne Hidalgo is often wont to saying, it's not the problem of Jews, it's the problem of humanity. We're all humans, and as elected officials, it is our responsibility to get committed to eradicating anti-Semitism. It's everyone's cause, transcending our differences, our divisions, or our different political colors. Given the seriousness of the situation, I look very much forward to our exchanges to discuss ways of combating, this is the very topic of this summit, of course, combating anti-Semitism and protecting all the Jewish communities living in our European cities. And I'm really looking forward to exchanging ideas on how not to lose hope. Thank you.